Hi guys, it's me again, doing a little short video. I am home after being gone for 3 weeks straight. I was finally able to get home, and so I'll be spending this week with my kids. My son is doing great. I'm still a basketball mom first. He's doing great things, has a couple workouts and tryouts for a couple of NBA teams and G League teams and overseas teams. So we're confident that he'll get picked up on someone's team this season. My 13-year-old, she's doing good in school. We have a play this weekend that I'll finally be home to see. So I'm excited about spending time with them. And now I'm here just sitting alongside the pool, just relaxing. And I decided to do a little short video. I got in this morning about 8 o'clock. One of the perks of working with SkyWest is that mosquitoes flying around, that we have great benefits on several different airlines. So I was able to get home this morning on Spirit. So I flew home to Houston off of Spirit, called the 601 flight. American Airlines was booked, United was booked, and Delta doesn't fly direct. So that's one of the plus things about, I can say, that I really like about SkyWest. And I received two virtual interview requests from other mainline airlines, and I didn't do one of them. I got one today. The other one I got like last week. I was actually on a trip, so I didn't complete it. And I had to ask myself why. So this video is going to discuss my why and to go over some salary information. So ever since I was like right out of high school, I wanted to be a flight attendant. But my mother was a single parent and she struggled, and I went off to school, and I had an opportunity to get a volleyball scholarship to Southern University. But my mother, she didn't know anything about college and scholarships and anything like that. So no one taught me anything about testing, and I was really not a good student. It wasn't until my last year of high school in my last semester, that I even had an opportunity to get a scholarship because I played sports. But since I didn't take care of my grades, and since I wasn't a really good tester, I didn't really make pass the test that I needed to pass this particular, what is it, ACT or the SAT, by 1 point to get the scholarship. So I missed out on that opportunity to go to Southern, and I ended up going locally in Houston, and I was redshirted, and I just didn't follow through with it because I didn't have anyone to show me everything that I needed to do. So since my mother struggled a lot, I had to work, and I ended up dropping out of school to work to help out at home. So currently I have 1 year left. I went back to school a couple different times throughout my life, and I have 1 year left before I can complete my bachelor's. But at 47 years old, I don't know if I really want to or not. Plus my major, which is communications, broadcast communications, would require that I go and sit in the actual classroom, and I just can't do that right now. But I applied to be a flight attendant when I was like 20 something years old, before I had kids, and I never got hired. I didn't make it past the face-to-face. Back then they just did cattle calls. You just show up at the hotel, you do a face-to-face, and then if they like you, you go to the back. If you make the face-to-face, they hire you, boom. I have 10 or 12 friends that fly for a major airline, including a cousin who I went to one of the interviews with, and they all, been flying since then. I've been turned down by United, by Delta, Frontier, American, Southwest. I can go on. So recently, before I got the job with SkyWest, I applied twice with United, and neither time did I make it past one video interview and one face-to-face. Um, and so when I applied again this year, when it opened up, I kind of was conflicted. I was like, do I want to go mainline? Yeah, the money is way better, but I'll be on reserve forever. Still might not be home in Houston. And I don't know if I want to be flying over bodies of water for that long. You know, dealing with 12 and 24 other flight attendants. Yeah, you probably get good trips and everything, but I had to really think about, is that really what I want to do? Then I don't want to go through training all over again. I mean, when I left here to go to Salt Lake City for 31 days, I was laid off, so I had the time, you know. But it was hard. It was really hard. Training was hard. It was not easy by any means necessary. And then that was just 31 days. So to be gone with another main line, which is 60 something days for both, I don't know if I want to do that again. And it's not guaranteed that I'm going to pass the test. And so I'll be giving up a for sure job to go with a possibility. So I figured I should not do the video because I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do. And it would have came across in my video interview because I wasn't positive, and I think I would have been doing it for the wrong reasons. And I actually like SkyWest. But to be honest, I don't see myself being a flight attendant till I'm 75 years old or anything like that. But I do see myself with the company and maybe doing recruiting or maybe training or going into the corporate side. I'm going to use my degree, public relations or anything like that. So there's different opportunities. And I actually just like my short trips and my 3-hour flights. I'm good. I don't know if I can be in the air no more than that long. And with the main lines, I know that I will. So this is something that I've wanted to do since I was younger. And I've had jobs where I'm sitting behind a desk on a computer, looking at a computer screen, eyes getting bad, back hurt, neck hurt, legs hurt, all that. And I'm unhappy. Alarm goes off and you're like, oh, I don't want to get up. Wonder if I can just get sick, catch the flu, or have a wreck or something on the way so that I could call in because I didn't want to be there. I have not had that moment yet. I actually enjoy getting up and going to work. You know, I feel like I'm doing something. Now, why I say that I might not be able to do it forever is because I need challenge. I need, to use my brain, my mind. I put downloaded games on my phone that will make me use my mind, my brain, and words and spelling because, yeah, I haven't had an emergency situation yet where I'm having to jump right into action. So for the most part, it's just making your announcements, you're reading off of your EFAT, seating your passengers, serving your food, and then you're up in the air and you're down. So I have to keep my mind. I'm going to start reading some books or something to keep challenging myself so that I won't get too relaxed. But I actually enjoy what I'm doing. And that is my why. I don't feel bored every day like I was when I was getting up every day, going to the same place, seeing the same people. I see new people every day, new challenges every day, and I feel like I'm doing something that I wanted to do and not something that I felt like I had to do because I needed a paycheck. Now, speaking of paychecks, if this is something that you're looking into down the line, I suggest that you start a savings fund, flight attendant savings fund. If something that you want to try for next year, put money to the side out of your regular paycheck now to the side because you're going to need that fund. I was laid off, so I was getting unemployment when I first got this job. So I didn't really have too much income. And I had to, I moved home with my mom. My daughter is here. And there's times I had to call home and still needed money, even though I'm working every freaking day. Because you don't make a lot of money your first year. It's getting through this first year that is the roughest. I kid you not, I've had 6 paychecks since I've started working. 6. Since I've started flying. I'm talking about my flight checks. 6 paychecks to date would get paid on the 7th and the 22nd. My lowest check was less than $600. My highest check was a little bit over 1,000. So somewhere in between five something on up to a little over 1,000 has been my paychecks. And I'm talking about bi-weekly. So you know that's nothing at all. Especially when you're used to making over 2,000 every pay period, every bi-weekly, or 2,000 or more. And I'm a claims adjuster also. So I'm getting phone calls from my independent adjusting firms to send me out to work catastrophe claims. Now that's an easy $3,000 a week that I could possibly go and make because of the storm Florence. But I'm here and I'm committed to SkyWest. So I just can't get up and just leave. Now if I had seniority and I could drop trips and I could do both, that might be doable. But right now, as a reserve, a new hire, I don't have that luxury. But I make it work. So if this is something that you're considering, I need you to know that you're going to need support. You're going to need some type of savings. You're going to need to know that when you get paid and you pay your bills, you may have $100 left to get you through the next pay period, depending on how many bills you have. Now, also, your tax deductions, because, I'm single with kids. So, your check may be higher or lower because everybody's deductions are different. But for the first year, all of us, we make the same amount, $18.13, I believe, an hour. Then at 6 months, we get a little raise, and then at a year, it goes up to, I believe, 22. And I don't have any control over my schedule, so I have to work what they give me. So for the most part, I haven't broke guarantee. I've only been making my 76 hours a month. Now, I used to work 76 hours in 2 weeks and more than that, because you have overtime and stuff. So that is a big, huge. What are you doing? That is a big, huge, huge difference. So I just need you to be prepared for that financial aspect. And then if you get the benefits, the insurance and stuff is going to come out. So I have the insurance because I need insurance. I have my kids on my dental and my vision. They have medical. I'm on my medical. I have the PPO medical, which is a little bit more. It's because I also deal with an autoimmune disorder, and I have specialists and doctors that I have to see on a regular basis. If not, flying would be hard because of my joints and my circulatory system. So I just want you to figure out, why are you doing this? What is your why? And be sure this is what you want to do, and know what you're going to be sacrificing and giving up to pursue this career. But it's only going to be greater later. So happy flying. I wish you all the best, and feel free to ask me any questions. Damn mosquitoes. I gotta go in the house. Take care.